Rounding. Lesson 3.3 Rounding and Significant Figures. Round to one decimal place. Here is the number 3.257. So as per the place value, the number in the units digit is 3. The number after the decimal point is 1/10. The number after the second decimal point is 5, which is 1/100. And then the next value is 7, which is 1/1000. So let me repeat: units, decimal point, tenths, hundreds and thousand. How do we round it to one decimal place? Step 1 is to draw a line to the right of the first decimal place. Since we need one decimal place, we draw a line exactly here, which means that we need to round only till here. So you need to check whether the second decimal number is 5 or greater than 5. If it is 5 or greater than 5, you will round it to the next number. If it is 5 or less than 5, the number remains the same. The same rule applies for the second decimal places, whereas you will put a line after the second decimal place. So the place value system goes as units, decimal point, tenths, hundreds, thousands. What is called rounding? Rounding is you round it to either one decimal place or a two decimal place or a three decimal place. Basically, you should first check at the position of the degree of accuracy. Degree of accuracy is the number of decimal places you are working to. If the value of the numeral to the right of this digit is 5 or more, increase the digit by 1. If the value is less than 5, leave the digit as it is. So this is how we round for a 3 decimal place. Since 3 decimal place, you should check at the fourth decimal number. If the fourth decimal number is 5 or more, you will add plus 1 to the before number. If it is 5 or if it is less than 5, the number remains the same. Significant figures. This is also one of the rounding methods. So given a number, each non-zero number is considered as a significant figure. So you need to know the rules for the significant figure. The first significant figure in a number is the first non-zero digit in a number. 4 is the first significant figure of the number 450. 8 is the first significant figure in the number 0.008402. If you could see here, the zeros which is before the number 8 are called the leading zeros, which means that any zeros which is before a non-zero number does not have any value. If the zero comes between two non-zero number, that zero is considered as a significant digit. To round a number to a given of significant figures, we follow exactly the above method below. Look at the digit in the position of the degree of accuracy. If the number to the right of this digit is 5 or more, increase the digit by 1. If the number is less than 5, leave the digit as it is. The last three, we follow the exact method of rounding. Only then we should understand the meaning of the leading zeros and the trailing zero. Let's say if I give you a number like this, these three zeros which comes after the non-zero is called the trailing zeros, and it does not have any values because there is no other non-zero number after the last zero. So this is the place value, and this is how we call it. Each number is a significant figure. 1, first significant, second, third, fourth. This 0 is considered as a significant figure because this lies between two non-zero numbers. Here also the same. This 0 lies between two non-zero number, as well as the 0 comes after the decimal point, so that is also considered as a significant figure. This is another example. So they are talking about the rules for the 0. So here if you see, the first two zeros before the non-zero number are called the leading zeros. Let me repeat, it is called the leading zeros. These zeros are not significant when they are at the beginning of the number. So the immediate first significant figure is the first non-zero digit, which is 1. So the total significant figures for this particular number is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So there are totally 4 significant figures. So let's try to do 2 or 3 questions here. 6.3528. They're asking us to round it to one significant figure, which means you need to round it to just a whole number. So let's say the immediate place value after the decimal point, it is 3, which means it is less than 5. So I'm going to just round it as 6. This is one significant figure. Now let's check for two significant figure. When they say 2, the first non-zero number remains as it is. The decimal dots remains as it is. So 3. For 3 you need to check 5, the second decimal. So let's say 5 is 5 or greater than 5. So you add plus 1 to the previous number, which means 6.4. Now there are two significant figures. Now coming to the 3 significant figure. The first digit lies as it is. The second digit lies as it is. Now the third one. So 5. For the 5, you need to check the next third decimal place. Since it is less than 5, I am going to write it as it is. Now let's check the next question. 34.026. They are asking us to change it to one significant figure. So the nearest whole number and the nearest tens is 30. Because 4 is less than 5. That is why I am rounding it to 30. If it was 5, I would have rounded it to 40. Now, 2 decimal place. So, 34.026. So, you need to check the immediate number after the decimal point. It is 0, which means that it will be just 34. Now, to 3 significant figure, you need to check the next decimal point too. So, it will be 34.0. Now, this number 0.005708 to one significant figure, as I told you before, the first 3 zeros are called the leading zeros, which is not considered as significant. So the immediate first non-zero number is 5. So the first significant figure comes like this, 0.005. Now for the next one, 2 significant figure, it comes up to like this, 0.0057. And when they say about 3, you should check the fourth. So it is 0.005707. Yes, it is 1 and 0. This is how it comes. The rest of the problems, please practice and come back to the class so that we can discuss this concept in detail. Thank you all.